we go.
Rape is always happening. We may not like to admit it, but in every society, be it a college society, a low-income neighborhood, developing countries, or even the suburbs, people are getting raped. Books, television, and movies have lately been centered on rape cases and the consequences that accompany this crippling experience. The GOP Republicans in the House of Representatives want to change the definition of rape. They've come out with a bill called the No Taxpayer Funding for Abortion Act. In the long run, this bill is aimed at outlawing all abortion altogether. For the moment, what they're trying to do is make sure that healthcare providers don't offer funding for abortions. Within the bill, they want to change the definition of rape to mean only events that involve brute force. This means, and also, no one over the age of 18, even if brutally raped, will be able to get, within the bill, will be able to get an abortion. What I will talk about in my speech is the kairos of this situation, why this is happening right now, and what values of the U.S. are being tested. Although men are at risk of being raped, it is mostly women of all ages who have a higher chance of being raped and in turn impregnated. They may not be brutally raped, but they are still prone They are still prone to the same detrimental effects on their health. Another reason for the kairos of this situation is that Republicans are always up against health care. This bill just takes things one step further. They always want abortion written out of any health care bill that is in effect, or if they have to have a health care bill in effect. But a question comes into play. Why now? Never before has the definition of rape been contested. What's different now than before or in the future? Abortion and rape rates are rising. 43% of all women will be raped or will have an abortion by the time they are 45. That's a high statistic. All people are greatly affected by this bill. It means that people who get into a situation that they have no way out of and they had no choice won't be able to take care of themselves. If a 13-year-old girl is raped and impregnated by a 24-year-old man by the use of a date rape drug, she won't have any choice. She won't be covered by health care, and it may very well be illegal for her to get an abortion. 1 in 5 women will be raped in their lifetime. Date rape a high percentage of rapes are because of date rape or the use of drugs and alcohol. But these women, or men, but men don't get abortions, so you know. These women are not eligible to get an abortion because there was no violent force involved. The values of the U.S. are being tested. This is not just about abortion, but it's about health care and everything that goes along with it, as always. Many questions are being asked. Should abortion be covered in health care at all? Who should be covered? What ages? They never have an answer for these. Not only would adults be affected by this bill, but the elderly and children would be affected, as I said before, with the 13-year-old girl. Many people would go uncovered and would not be able to take care of themselves or handle themselves in a situation that may arise. The No Taxpayer Funding for Abortion Act seems like a small act, but it opens the door to many other issues. The citizens of the U.S. values are being tested. Abortion is always an issue in society, no matter where you go. People are always fighting for it, people are always fighting against it. There is never truly any resolution. People are outraged and will vocalize how they feel about it. The Abortion Gang, an online blog site, states, this act takes us back to a time when women were not in control of their bodies. People will continue to fight against anything that tests the integrity of their country.